For GateWorld.net, I'm David Reed. I'm here with Mr. Michael Greenburg.
Right.
You were an executive producer on Stargate Atlantis for 8 seasons.
Right. No, Stargate.
Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
What an idiot I am.
That's okay.
Right.
No, I'm the idiot. Just ask myself.
You are in sports now.
Yeah, well, I started in sports
Right
after SC Film School. I started in sports, and actually I worked for NBC for Don Ohlmeyer. To be specific, Don Ohlmeyer had his own production company. He actually gave me my producing break. He was executive producer of sports for ABC and then NBC, and then in his NBC contract he got into film, and I was always into film, and I knew Don from when I was a production assistant in high school back in New York, and he actually gave me my producing break on a miniseries called The Golden Moment. So that's when I made the transition into film, which is what I'd been studying at USC, and just sort of from the Golden Moment, I ended up spending 5 years at Warner Brothers working with George England and Joanne Woodward there, and then I got a call from the head of production at Paramount, Mike Schoenbroom, who I actually took a production course when I was at USC at Paramount, and I met Mike there. He was the assistant director of Mannix and Mission Impossible, the series, the original series. Mm-hmm. And he called me that they were having trouble with this show that was, a big action-adventure television show, and would I consider coming over to produce it? And it was MacGyver. And I thought I was coming over. He said, just come over for a few months, get it back on track, then you can go back doing your films. And, 7 years later, I was still with MacGyver.
So in the process, you fell in love with the show, and
MacGyver was a great show. It's an iconic television show, and Rick made it what it was. I mean, his on-camera persona, sort of the television's answer to Harrison Ford. I mean, he really made it what it is. Without his personality, I don't think it would have been as iconic as it ended up.
Wouldn't have been the same.
It's still talked about today. My kids are watching it now. They're watching the box sets, and their friends are watching it and loving it. I mean, it's a great show.
Well, it's become a part of American lexicography.
Yeah,
it's real to us and as true to us as Live Long and Prosper and Beam Me Up, Scotty.
Yeah.
I need to MacGyver a way out of this.
Right.
So.
And The Simpsons picked up on it, and Saturday Night Live.
That's exactly right.
You did something when you're being spoofed.
It's the highest form of praise.
Right.
So had you not known Rick before then?
No, I met him on MacGyver, first day on the set.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And went to his dressing room, introduced myself. I think Henry Winkler may have been there too. And we immediately hit it off because the first thing I wanted to do was get rid of all the voiceovers. I just thought that was, more indicative of a radio show, I think I said at the time. And we're doing film, and let the pictures do the talking. I don't know, why the character has to talk so much. That was the one thing that stood out in the tapes that they sent me.